Hi! There are so many railroads on our planet, you'll lose count. And they're all different. Some of them are high up in the mountains, which is very dangerous. And some railroads pass by beautiful places out in the country. In today's episode, let's take a look at 10 most insane and dangerous railroads in the world. Alright, let's talk about Bangladesh railways. Railroads in Bangladesh are crazy. People out there are pretty nutty too. They ride those trains in huge packs, climbing up roofs and do all that crazy stuff. You kind of expect that from a small country of 163 million people, where trains and railroads are very rare. So that's why thousands and thousands of people are forced to get through that hustle every day. The Maeklong Railway is a Thai railroad, and every day it goes through the farmers' market, literally right through it. Although the place looks like an ordinary Asian type of marketplace, it really fascinates to know that a train is coming through it every day. So basically, it's a marketplace right on the spot if you think about it. No additional logistics required. Every time a train passes by, farmers gather their stash to clear the way. And when a train leaves, they put it all back. It's one of the slowest routes in Thailand. Those trains usually never go any faster than 30 kilometers per hour. Tren a las nubes means train to the clouds. This cloud train connects the northwest part of the Argentine with the Chilean border in the Andes mountain range. The railroad belongs to Belgrano Railway, and it's the 5th highest railroad in the world. And not surprisingly, 4,220 meters above mean sea level is no joke. Nariz del Diablo means devil's nose in Spanish, and it's a train route in Ecuador. It truly fascinates you with its curves and exotic landscapes, and many people from around the world come to Ecuador just to take that route and check out the sights. This route connects the Pacific coast with the Andean highlands, and it's truly scary. One of the scariest railroads in the world, some people will argue. And it's quite high too, over 3 kilometers high. Oh, hold on a second. Why airport, you'll ask? Well, this regional airport near the city of Gisborne is one of the very few airports in the world that has a railway line. Yep, that's no lie. In fact, it's very practical. Every day, all day, Gisborne Airport meets and greets trains. Those airport and railroad are very much interconnected. We can even see points where trains meet planes. Pretty cool. Have you guys ever heard about the film called The Bridge on the River Kwai? Some of the scenes were shot on the railroad that goes through that river. This railroad is also known as the Road of Death. It goes between Bangpong and Tang Bang Juan Yuan in Burma. That section of road where they shot the movie is the exact place where 100 of British and American prisoners died during the Second World War. The railroad itself nowadays is very peaceful and miraculously beautiful. Many people from across the globe come to visit it each year. Indian railroads are probably the busiest ones in the world. And the stats show us that 7.6 million people use those railroads every single day. That's pretty crazy if you think about it. When you look at those trains, they usually loaded with people, from top to bottom. Now this is probably the deadliest railroad route in the whole world. It's in Alaska, and I bet you can already tell why they say it's deadly dangerous. The road was built in 1989 when the Klondike Gold Rush reached its peak. While back in the days the railroad served its purpose, now it's nothing but a tourist attraction. Now this one is pretty amazing. It's a 2-kilometer long railroad bridge, and just by looking at it, you see that it's pretty low. It connects India and the Rameshwaram Island. It was built over 100 years ago, and when you take that train, it makes you feel you're gliding on that greenish water. Kuranda Scenic Railway is both frightening and fascinating. It is insanely beautiful and very dangerous. It was built quite a while back, at the end of the 19th century. It goes through a very beautiful tropical forest. Throughout the ride, you get a chance to get a glimpse of some very pretty and exotic flowers and many interesting plants. There are waterfalls, splashes from which very often reach the windows of passing trains. There's a part of road where over one side you see a beautiful vegetation and waterfalls, and from the other side there are some pretty dangerous looking cliffs. Those probably make you feel very queasy. Tell me guys, would you like to try and take one of those routes? Make sure you leave your answers in the comments. And of course don't forget to subscribe to Real Bizarre. See you next time.